Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Coaster Extra. It's the Seaside Park episode 3, where you can see I've already got straight into the episode building a log flume, which is a very exciting addition as this is going to be the only ride in the park that's going to be actually properly themed. So you can see I've just added in the first little drop there, not very tall, but it's just a little teaser for what's coming. Then you'll wrap around a turnaround and come into this straight section here. So you can see that I added a dip there. That does cause a problem that I will be fixing later. I wasn't expecting it to, but kind of all the cars valleyed, so that was a slight problem. Anyway, you can see I've made the main lift hill here and it comes down the drop. It reaches a max height of about 80 foot there. And you can see that drop's very steep. It's about 67.5 degrees, which is a pretty steep drop for a standard log flume, but it's a good little gimmick and it adds an extra element of thrill while still being suitable for families. And you can see me customizing the amount of trains there. Can you call them trains? I suppose logs. Anyway, the trains all valleyed, so I fixed that dip as I said I would. And then I just kind of watched them go round the drop, made sure it was all going at a suitable speed and nothing was crashing into each other. Then I placed the entrance and exit, and then I decided to try and modify this path system, thinking maybe I can fit a ride in here. And here's the path system again. So yeah, we get some problems. I just was seriously thinking about just abandoning this idea, but I decided to stick with it because I thought this is going to be a really good sort of addition to this park. It was literally a millimetre away from not fitting. Anyway, fixed that by just slightly lowering the width of that path, and then I fit in the slightly smaller of the two drop towers available in Planet Coaster. By the two drop towers available, I'm not including Screaminator because that is giant and it would look really out of place in this park. I think Hyper Jump, which is the name of this drop tower, is a suitable height. I think it's the tallest ride in the park, which means you're going to get great views of the surrounding area and the seaside. So initially I actually put it as just a shot tower, and I ended up changing that because it didn't get high enough excitement ratings. No one really went in the ride. Anyway, back onto the topic of the log flume, you can see I opt for a white chute, dark blue, I don't know what to call them, bits between the track, just, highlights almost. And then some sort of beige creamy supports. And as I mentioned earlier, this is going to be the only ride in the park which has proper theming, and it's going to have a pirate theme suitable with the log flume. I mean, having a log flume is pretty suitable at a park by the sea, water or the theme, and I was really happy that shark fit perfectly at the bottom of the drop. It looks so nice. Anyway, here's me modifying the drop tower because it is way too quiet. I don't think anyone had entered that ride until I modified it. Actually, I lied. I didn't even modify it there. I thought it was just some issue. I modify it in a minute. And you can see me adding some shipwreck pieces there, some little towers, a little skull rock. So it's quite random bits of theming, but when you're actually on the ride, it's a pretty immersive experience, and you will see the POV of this shortly. So yeah, you can see me trying to put flaming eyes on the skull. That didn't particularly work out, so I kind of just left it and made it sort of a little hidden thing that you can kind of make out with it as a skull. Add some more hearts because it was good theming, and then I add a little arch in, and then some sort of lanterns, just sort of random theming, but it looks nice when you're on ride. It separates the rest of the park, which some of it feels more vintage, some of it feels like it's a slightly more tacky, almost, I don't really know quite what to call it, almost like travelling ride style. Anyway, here's me modifying the drop tower because no one was riding it. I just added some free falls, a bounce, and some panoramas. So yeah, just to lengthen the ride experience, and that does actually build up quite a big queue later in the episode, so I suppose that worked quite well. See, I add another arch there, just quite random theming, but it works. Try the fire effect again and abandon it, and then I add some nice trees in there. It really is quite a nice separated area of the park. This feels like an area that's actually got a lot of attention. I kind of took inspiration from Funland Tailing Island here, which has a log flume, and although it's not the best themed, it's a lot more in comparison to the rest of the park, so that's what I kind of opted for here. Make the log flume have good theming, and then I don't have to go all out on the coasters theme, because realistically, seaside parks never tend to have the best theming anywhere, because they more focus on having rides and sort of little games, and it's just like a sort of thing you can visit for half a day or whatever, ride all the things, play some little games, and there's your day. It's not like you're marveling like a Disney park all the theming. So that's what I've tried to keep realistic here. You see I'm adding like a corrugated iron roof. It's like a pirate's theme. It's not 100%, but it works. And I just sort of modify the grid there so that I can add some extra supports on, add some cross supports, and it just makes the station look quite nice. I do quite like it. It feels open, which is what lots of sort of stations at a seaside park feel. And it also fits the pirate theme of that area. Also, when looking at this park from afar, you really do see a great sightline of this log flume. And yeah, you can see you're on the ride now. Here's the POV. Hope you enjoy. So since that was my first time riding the POV, I actually noticed a few of the scenery pieces clipped into the track. So I just got rid of those there. And what else I got rid of? That horrid station that I made for the spinning coaster. I'm completely revamping that station because I think it looked horrible. And honestly, I'm really proud of this new one. You're obviously seeing me building it now. And I used some pieces that I've never used before, and I plan on using again. They are very nice. So these tin pillars were really getting on my nerves because I didn't realise you had to rotate them to get them to fit on the corners. I mean, none of the other pillars need you to do that, so you can kind of understand my confusion. But I sorted it out, and then I added the roof on. So I was initially opting for a flat roof, and I ended up going for that, but I found this really nice piece, and it's a diner roof. It's got beautiful curved edges, a nice overhang, and some like coloured trims. And it just fits so well in this area. It fits the travelling coaster theme. It fits the theme that it's not just a box like it was before. This thing looks great. It's not got a pitched roof, which it doesn't need. It's got a flat roof with a nice trim, and I really like those pieces, and I intend on using them again. I'm just trying to work out what flat ride I really want here, and I try and fit in this nice pirate themed flat ride, see how huge the pirate ship is, and know for sure I'm not putting that in because, you know, I've still got some stuff to add, not got much space left. Anyway, here comes the round the world flat ride, which I just add the X in entrance to, and I actually end up naming this ride Lemon and Lime because you can't tell me those carriages don't look like lemons, and the bit in the middle looks like a lime, so Lemon and Lime. Anyway, I forgot to mention, I need a name for that log flume, so leave your thoughts in the comments below. And also, you can see that I have named the Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster. Why did I forget that? Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster is named Tsunami. I mean, that was my idea in the video, but you guys seem to agree with it, so I think it fits. It's a blue track, it's a seaside park, Tsunami, perfect. Anyway, deciding what flat ride is going to go in this space, and I end up going with a ride in the game called Pathos 3, and I think this looks like a really cool ride. I don't think I've ever seen any in real life, even on videos. If you know where one of these are, leave it in the comments, because if there's any in the UK, I want to ride one. It is like Samurai on another level. It flips you up almost in fact, it is vertically. Then you spin, I can't describe it, you spin almost horizontally, and then you spin vertically, and then the seats flip. It is Samurai on another level, and Samurai is actually my favourite flat ride, so this looks mad, and it actually works really well on the skyline of the park too. So yeah, I'm really glad with my choice there. It does fill up that space a lot, but yeah. Thank you so much for watching that video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.